We're also informed that that particular house was on one of the main streets there, and there was no fence. There was no fence in front of the yard.
Yes, you may proceed.
Kubeka.
Sasesiqhubeka ke siyakhona ke mina Constable Sadiq.
We then proceeded thence with Constable Sadiq.
Yes, this is now you, Sadiq, and who?
Wena uSadiq nobani?
Bokuyimina no Sadiq no Sergeant Mogola.
It was the three of us, me, Constable Sadiq and Sergeant Mogola.
Yes.
Masifika laphana mina no Constable Sadiq sasesiqondana nalamadoda.
On arrival I and Constable Sadiq went to confront those men.
On arrival where?
Manfika.
Kulendlu le esilayelwe kuyo ukuthi bame kuyo.
And when arrival at the house which we had been informed, the men were standing there.
Yes.
Okay, bebame ngaphandle kwendlu phakathi ejardini eceleni kwe fence.
They were standing outside the house within the yard next to the fence.
Now, if you say they, how many were they?
There were two of them.
Yes.
La bebeme khona kuduze kuseduzane nomgwaqo, which means mawehla enqoleni naba laba mekhona eceleni kwendlu.
Where they were standing is very close to the road. So when we stopped at the road, they were very close to us.
Yes.
Ukubaqonda kwethu sa conduct talent ebizwa a tactical takedown.
When we approached them, we used what is called a tactical takedown.
Yes, and what does that entail?
Tactical takedown.
A tactical takedown usebenzisa izwi eliqinile ukuthi umuntu lo oyakuye umqondo wakhe ungahlanganelwa.
The tactical takedown we use a very authoritative voice so that his mind must not be confused.
Must be confused.
So that his mind must be confused.
Yes.
We requested them to lie down.
Yes. Umuntu besimfuna besesemazi ukuthi umophi kodwa sabakhuthuza sababuza amagama abo.
We already had knowledge of the person that we're looking for, but we still searched them and then tried to get their names.
Yes.
Abazange bakhombisa ukulwa.
They did not show any resistance.
Yes.
Lo esimfunayo umuzi kaUkhulelwa Sibiya wazisha igama lakhe ukuthi uyena umuzi kaUkhulelwa Sibiya.
The one that we were looking for, whose name was uSibiya Sibiya, informed us that it was indeed he.
Yes.
Ngase ngimchazisela ke mina ukuthi uyafuneka ngecala in terms of this warrant of arrest ebesiphethe.
I then explained to him that he was required to answer for a case according to the warrant that we had.
Yes.
Ngase ngumbuza ukuthi uliphethe yini umazisi wakhe na.
I then asked him if he has his ID on him.
Yes.
Wathi umazisi ula ahlala khona.
He then said his ID book is back where he stays.
Yes.
Wathi akukho ekuteni.
He said that place was not very far.
Yes.
Umuzi kaUkhulelwa ngamtshela amalungelo akhe.
I then informed uSibiya his rights.
Just a minute. And what are those rights?
Leso imfanelo iziphi?
Ukuthi njengoba waboshwa unelungelo lokuba nommeli othandwa uyena futhi ongakhokhelwa uyena uma engenayo imali. Istate singakhona kumnikeza ummeli mahala ngamkhokheli.
I told him that he has the right to have a lawyer who is paid by him, and that if he is unable to pay for a lawyer and cannot afford a lawyer, then the state would provide a lawyer for him, and which lawyer is not paid for.
Yes.
Unelungelo lokuthula ngasho lutho ngoba konke azokusho kungahle kanye kuzosetshenziswa njengobufakazi enkantolo.
I told him that he has the right to remain silent and that whatever he said would be used as evidence in a court of law.
Yes.
Kanti futhi nalo nelungelo lakadokotela ongakhokhelwa uyena namthandayo kanti futhi uma enganayo imali kumkhokhela lo dokotela istate umbuso ungakhona kumnikeza udokotela wamahala.
I also informed him that he has the right to have a doctor of his own choice who is paid by him, or alternatively, if he cannot afford a doctor, he can then be provided with a state doctor who will be paid by the state.
Towards which ends, as far as this explanation regarding the doctor?
Kubalulekile uma utshela umuntu amalungelo wakhe mhlawumbe uma enegulo okuthize.
It is important to, when you are informing a person of their right and they have a certain illness,
ukuthi alazi lolo lungelo lelo lokuthi unalo ilungelo lokukhetha udokotela ofuna yena uma ezomkhokhela.
That if they have an ailment of sorts, then they have a right to find their own doctor if they are going to pay for that doctor.
Yes.
Nokuthi nelungelo lakhe lokuthi unalo ilungelo lokuthi angakwazi ukushaya ucingo uma eseboshiwe.
I also informed him of his right to make a phone call after he's been arrested.
Yes.
Unelungelo lokuthi angavalelwa for more than 74 hours of working days.
I also informed him that he has the right to not be incarcerated for more than 74 hours, which are only part of a working day.
Yes, we proceed.
Selokugcina ilungelo lokuthi aphathwe ngobuntu hayi ngobundlavini.
The last one is that he must be handled with care and not callously,
Not violently.
not violently.
Yes.
Ngase ngumfakoza Nkosi
I then handcuffed him.
Yes.
ngamfakoza Nkosi ngasemuva.
I handcuffed him from the back.
Sase siqhubeka siya la ahlala khona.
Then we proceeded there to where he was residing.
Did you know where he was residing?
Wawazi ukuthi uhlala kuphi?
Uyena wasikhombisa.
He directed us there.
Yes.
Ube nenkinga ke umuzika ukhulelwa kakhulu ngebhruku ayegqokile wayefise ukulishintsha.
He appeared to have a problem with the trouser that he was wearing, and he desired to change it.
Yes.
Masifika kulomkhukhu lo mawungena egate umkhukhu uthana ngaka left.
When we arrived at the shack, when we entered the gate, the shack was to the left.
And how far was this shack from the place where you initially found him in the company of the other person?
Manje lo mkhukhu wawukude kangakanani ukusuka la enamthola khona?
Less than a kilometer.
It was less than a kilometer. Awungaphansi kwe-kilometer.
What happened to the other person that was with him?
Manje lo muntu owayenaye wena kwenzakani ngaye?
Samyeka.
We released him.
Yes, may proceed.
Umkhukhu loyo umangalelo okhomba ngekhanda sinze kusho ukuthi nawo.
The accused directed us and pointed the shack with his head.
Yes.
Ubukhiyiwe ke ngeketanga unengidi ngaphandle.
The shack was locked with a chain. There was a padlock outside.
Yes.
Isikhiyebe sesikhomeni sakhe saka right.
The key was in his right pocket.
ngendlela ukuthi wathi mathi ngisikhiphe wathi sikhiyasila.
When he showed me, when he said I can take the key out, he said the key is here. The witness indicated that there was a movement of the hands that were handcuffed from the back to move towards the right side of the body.
Yes.
He then asked me to take the key out and open the shack.
Yes. Umongena emkhukhwini wakhe uhlangabezwa umbhede.
On entering the shack, the first thing in front of you would be a bed.
Yes. Ubungamkhulu kakhulu lo mkhukhu loyo ngalendlela leyo ukuthi ubuncike ebondeni bese kuba nesikhahlanyana la ohamba khona eceleni kombhede.
The shack was not very large. The bed was pushed against one of the walls and then there was a small walking space on the other side of the bed.
Yes. Ubese ngikhomba ngekhanda ukuthi ngibheke between umattress nebase.
He then showed me by gesticulating with his head to search between the mattress and the base.
To search for umazisi wakhe.
We're looking for his ID.
Yes.
I did not find his ID there.
Yes.
And then also gesticulated with his head, saying that we can look in at any other place.
Yes. La bengibheka khona embedeni phezulu bekulenga iplastic.
Where I was checking on the bed, just above that, there was a plastic that was hanging there.
Yes. Ase ngilidonsa ke le plastic engibuka kulo.
Plastic is kwam.
Plastic
is kwam. No plastic nje.
Plastic nje.
Well, I then pulled on the plastic that was hanging above the bed.
Part kwe plastic bekunelinye iplastic ebelibambe plastic.
Inside that plastic there was another plastic that was attached to another plastic.
Yes. Okay, mangivula phakathi kuneyinhlamvu ezingasetshenzisiwe.
When I opened that plastic, I discovered unused bullets, live bullets.
Yes. One magazine, one cleaning rod.
There was also one magazine, there was also one cleaning rod.
How many rounds of ammunition were there?
Inhlamvu lezo sasingakhi?
sikhohliwe seside lesikhathi.
I'm unable to record, it's a long time ago.
Can you perhaps remember the caliber thereof?
Manje uyakwazi ukukhumbula ukuthi ezingakanani lezi ndlavu?
Eze 9mm.
It was a 9mm rounds.
You mentioned that there were two plastic. Were they in the inner plastic or the outer one?
Manje uthe kunoplastic ababili. Kwakuyile plastic ongaphakathi noma lo ngaphandle?
Ulele ngaphakathi.
It was in the inner plastic.
Yes.
Ngase ngombuza ke ummangalelwa ukuthi unayo yini ilicense.
I then asked the suspect if he has a license.
Yes, and he then made a report to you.
Wasekuphendula.
Wathi cha akanayo.
Yes, he made a report to you. What happened further?
Ngase ngumchazela ukuthi ngiyambopha uzombophela zona le inhlamvu lezi.
I then informed him that I am putting him under arrest for the possession of these live rounds.
Yes.
Ngase ngibiza uSergeant Mkhola obe ngaphandle.
I then invited Sergeant Khola, who was outside, to come in.
Yes. And where was Constable Sadiq when you made this discovery?
Beka phakathi emkhukhweni.
He was inside the shack.
Yes, you may proceed.
Konke lokho engakuthola uSergeant Mkhola wakufaka phakathi kwe-evidence bag.
All that I found there were taken by Sergeant Mkhola, and she placed all those inside an evidence bag.
Yes.
Phambi kwakhe ummangalelwa ebhekile.
And this was done in front of the accused.
Yes.
Enye ngaqonda ukuthi phakathi emkhukhwini impahla bekweza kamangalelwa and bekucaca nokuthi uhlala yedwa.
What I also observed inside the shack was that everything that was inside there belonged to the accused, and then it was evident as well that he was living alone.
Yes, and what made you to draw that conclusion that everything belonged to the accused?
Ewardrobini bokuyimpahla zakhe ngalendlela ukuthi uyacela ukuthi ashintshe ibhlukwe leli.
Inside the wardrobe, it was only his clothes that were there, and as a result, he asked us if he could have a change of clothes and put a different trouser.
Yes, and did that happen?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Yes, may continue.
Kwanecathulo ube gqoka ikhavela makaboshwa wasucela ukufaka kunalobo phaca ababhulwe in white ukuthi ashintshe ukhavela afake lobo phaca.
Well, he was wearing branded shoes with the brand Kavela, but he made a request to take those shoes off and put on beach shoes.
Put on what?
Beach shoes, black and white, blue and white?
Blue and white.
Blue and white beach shoes. Flip-flops, my lord.
Yeah. I didn't want to give evidence.
Yes.
Okunye futhi okwangenza ukuthi ngikholwe ngibe nenkolo ukuthi laphana bekune TV ibingasebenzi ne fridge encane ibingasebenzi ngaphakathi kwayo bekhona nje isitsha esingcolile phakathi kwesinye isitsha leso kwashela isitsha.
Awuqale phansi kusho uthe phakathi kokune fridge engcolile.
I-fridge encane mangiyivula le fridge.
Well, what also convinced me was that there was a very small fridge, and when I opened that fridge, there was a single plate which was unwashed.
Yes. Almost zonke impahla zakhe wardrobe is same size.
All the clothes that were in the wardrobe were the same size.
Yes, you may proceed.
Bese ke masiqeda ukuyiqiniseka uSergeant Sadiq ayitholile umtholile umazisi wakhe.
Simtholile.
Yeah, Sergeant Sadiq wathola umazisi wakhe.
Sergeant Sadiq managed to find his ID book.
Yes, where?
Wamthola.
Wardrobe.
It was found in the wardrobe.
Yes.
Qhubeka.
Then Sergeant Mkhula wase ucela ukukhuluma nomangalelo.
Then Sergeant Mkhula made a request to speak to the suspect.
Just a minute. Did you perhaps have the opportunity to look at the particulars of that identity document?
Nakwazini ukuthi nibheke ukuthi ubhalile kulo mazisi?
Yebo.
Yes, we were.
Yes. Well, whose particulars appeared on the ID?
Kubhalwe ukuthi kabani lo mazisi?
Okamangalelo qobo lwakhe.
The ID pointed to the accused.
Yes, but explain to the court why do you say so? What particulars were there?
Kwakunani ke nani eyanikhombisa ukuthi umazisi kaMangalelo.
Amagama akhe aphelele isibongo.
It was the names, the full names and the surname,
Kanye nesithombe ke.
as well as the picture of the accused.
Scott, please, my lord, will this be an appropriate time to take a long adjournment?
Okay. So,